Persia, back to another episode of Junior Chef TV. Today we're going to be making this Nutella pastry, and it smells so good, it looks so good, and keep watching to see how to make it. Okay, so the ingredients are very basic, simple, 3 ingredients. We have puff pastry. I'm using 4 sheets, which kind of makes, is probably good, but you can make as many sheets as you want. I have, under all of my ingredients, I have a baking tray with lined with some baking paper on it. I have a bowl, and now this bowl, I'm just using this one, it's going to be the size of your pastries, so you'll see at the end what it looks like, but like, it's going to be the size of what your pastries are going to look like, so kind of get whatever you know. And Nutella, obviously, and it's best to melt your Nutella just a little bit, just so it's not those hard Nutella. Don't melt it for too long or it'll become really liquid, so please do not melt it for too long. I have a pastry brush, an egg, and a little bowl, just so that so I can wash it on. It's just golden. I've got my oven preheated to 160, and yeah, that's all, and we're gonna get started with the recipe. Okay, so I just got a knife here, and I've got my bowl, and now I'm going to put it in the center of the puff pastry, hold it down and kind of go around the puff pastry, like that. Very easy, very simple. Now what I'm going to do is take my plate off. Here we go. And there we go, a disc of puff pastry. Let me show you. There we go. And you can use the scraps to make anything. You can make a design on it. Doesn't really matter. So there's your first puff pastry done. Do that to the rest of your puff pastries. Pastries have been cut out, and now you can set your bowl to the side, and now we're going to go with the other things. But and before I forget, by the way, this I forgot in the banana cake recipe, but this is our upstairs kitchen. It's not a new whole kitchen. We haven't moved house or anything. This is just our upstairs kitchen, just so you know, just so you don't get confused. So yeah. Alright, so I just put my Nutella in the microwave for 5-second intervals. I put 5 seconds 3 times, which is 15 seconds, but don't just put 15 seconds because then it will come liquid, so just do 5 seconds, stir it, 5 seconds, and it's good now, but yeah. So we're going to get on to assembling. Alright, so I've got an offset spatula here, and it's just a small one, and now what I'm going to do is get my first layer of puff pastry and put it on my, don't need a sprayer or anything, put it on my baking paper, then get a generous blob of how much you want. If you like Nutella, you know, put Nutella. If you don't, it doesn't matter. Put a thin layer, and then we will proceed to do the next one. And by the way, don't go to the edges. Leave about 1 centimeter from the edges, or then it will spill out. And it might sound good that Nutella's spilling out, but trust me, it's not. Okay, so I have a Nutella on the first layer, and I just put the Nutella in the microwave for just a little longer, just because I wasn't happy with the consistency, but now I am. I'm going to get the second layer and pile it on. So as I said, do not put leave 1 centimeter, or the Nutella is going to spill everywhere. So now put another generous blob of Nutella. I'm being generous here, as you can see. Okay, so now I have a glass, and it can be any size you want, and I'm just going to put it straight in the middle of my puff pastry. Try to get it pretty even, doesn't really matter. Now I switched to a little serrated knife, which is probably better. And I'm going to quarter this. So go down to the side, other side, and yeah. There. And you don't really want to push on your cup much, that like I just did, but yeah. Alright. So when you've done that, you want to go back and do that again. Half your quarter, in half, in half. Oops, that's okay. In half, and in half. Then you want to do that one more time. Half the half, again, and 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 last. Here are all your little parts now, and now we're going to go on to the next step. Alright, so now you want to take your cup out. I just took it out. You just take it out. And now you want to, this is kind of the harder part. Alright, so I've just taken my cup out like this, and now we're kind of going to the difficult part. Not really. So you want to take two petals, hold them together, and you want to twist them once, twice, and just put them down like that. Spin. You want to, like this. Go once, go up. This guy's, oh, he stuck to some Nutella. There. You want to go once, twice, and then lay them down. So now I've already done 3 here. So now this is where you make it into a petal. So what you need to do, I'll go like this, is, I'll kind of go like this so for you to see, is you take that 2 twists that we just did, one more time twisting, so it's basically 3 twisting. Then you want to join both those puff pastry bits together. I'll do that one more time, and you want to pinch it on the back so they seal. Let me do that one more time. It's already got 2 folds. You want to fold it one more time and pinch it up like that. One more time and pinch. It's looking so good. And you want to make sure it's pinched just so that all that Nutella doesn't go out. And as again, it like sounds nice for all the Nutella running out, but then it's kind of a mess. So I'll just go around and pinch it one more time. Yum. I'm loving this Nutella. Alright, so I've done all of mine, so now I'm going to go back and pinch all of them together so they're all nicely sealed. Alright, so that's done, and it looks so good. I'm just going to wash my hands because it's all Nutella-y. We'll probably lick them, and then we'll get the egg and the paint. Okay, I've washed my hands so it's nice and clean. The next step is to put this, just this side note, and now we have to crack our egg into a bowl. One-handed crack, no shells. And now we want to beat that with a fork, which I'm going to go get. Alright, so you want to beat the egg just until you don't see like whites and yolks, they're all mixed in together. I'm going to get a paint, like a little brush that you add. And now I'm going to brush the whole thing. But we do this just so that it gets a golden brown finish when it's in the oven. So I just turn the pastry because you want to get everything just so everything has like a nice golden brown shimmery touch. And with the excess egg, it'll be really good to make scrambled egg or just like cook this. It's really nice. I love egg. I'll probably make an egg after this. So, right, so that is all eggified and it looks amazing. And it's going to go into the oven at 160 and about 30 minutes just until everything's golden. Okay, so my Nutella little thing is baking, and with this excess, you know me, I hate to waste. So I'm gonna make, this is what I love to make this if I've leftover puff pastry. What I make is I make little bows and then add icing sugar on the top, and it's gonna be really good. So I'll show you step by step how to do it. So the ingredients are basically very simple. You just need your leftover puff pastry or normal. You're just gonna have some egg, a little sieve, some icing sugar or icing mixture or confectionery sugar, and a spoon. And you need a pan with some baking paper on it. So let's get started. Okay, so this it's not going to be too neat because you are using the leftovers, so it's not going to be that neat, but doesn't matter. This is just like a snack. So what you're going to do is just cut 2 fat ends off like this. And what you're going to do is twist, I'm going to go cut here like this. You're going to get your little piece, twist it 3 times in the middle. 1, 2, and 2 or 3 times. Mine's 2's looking good. And you're going to put it on your sheet. Oops. So I'm just going to keep doing these, and just always check on your pastry. Do not want it to burn. All that hard work, you don't know what it to burn. So I'm just going to keep going. Okay, so what I just did is I had 2 pieces and I joined them together, and that makes a nice rectangle, and then you can twirl it. That's just a good tip, just if it's not that even. So now I'm just getting the egg now that I've beaten, and I'm putting it on the bows, but they're not all bows, they're just different things. Be creative. You don't have to do bows, definitely. Just be creative with whatever you want. This obviously gives it a golden touch, and we just turned it around so it will evenly cook the Nutella in the oven. So yeah. Okay, so here comes my favorite part. I've egged everything. I do this just so that the icing sugar can stick and also it gets a golden brown color. So I'm going to get my icing sugar and get a little sieve. You don't need a sieve, it's just because this icing sugar has a pretty big lump. But yeah, and I'm just going to pour that in, and I'm just going to sprinkle it over all of them. It's going to look yummy, and the sugar's going to melt and all over it. Ugh. Ugh, ugh, ugh. You do not know how much my mouth is watering right now. Alright, so I've just egg washed this one, and we went to the Melbourne show, and there was this big cinnamon sugar packet, and then we're like, oh yeah, let's get it, and we haven't used it much, and then my mum just said, oh, what about a good idea, sprinkle it on here, and I was like, good idea. So I just got some cinnamon sugar. You can just use the icing sugar, and I don't know why I'm putting it through a sieve. I don't know why I'm doing that, but like, I think it's easier to pour. And these don't take long. Like, really be careful on these. They really don't take long. I smell Nutella. I'm gonna get it out. Oh, golden brown. Yummy. Oh, yum. Yum, 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 yum. Oh, yum. That looks so good. Look at it. Oh, oh yum. Look how good it looks. Alright. Let's get it onto the plate, and yeah. Thanks everyone for watching Genius Chef TV, And like, subscribe, comment down below if you want anything. And now I'm going to eat this. So, guys, it's ready! You want some?
Wow.
Mom, come on. Come have some.
Ooh, look at this.
Mmm.
Hot. Very good.
Bye. Our little pastries. We've got some milk, coffee, and we had. It's gone right now, but we had those pastries, and now they're still in the oven. But alright. So to start off, I have an offset spatula. I have an offset spatula right here. Actually, stop it, Mum. Why did you do that? Okay, so when you've got all your layers up and it's nicely stacked, then we're going to add a glass in. I'm like half dead. I can never feel my pulse. I can only feel my heart. Alright, I think I'm ready. Alright, so now I have a glass. Now she wants to go outside. Okay, that's it. Okay. Get to bark for a sec. Go ahead. Sugar, stop! Start again. My legs hurt down there.